Hello everybody out there and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. Thank you Lord, the comics are on time again. And this is the week of variant covers. Out of all the books we have here, only 2 are regular covers. Everything else is either a variant or a polybag or a special book, which we'll get into. Digitally, of course, it doesn't matter. There is a book digitally, not this week, no, it's not right. Okay. Anyway, I'll mention it when we get to it digitally. News-wise this week, Dark Avenger Live was amazing. We had a great post-show. We helped Ryan out a lot. Ryan was trying to get to 150 subscribers. And thanks to everybody on the live stream, Ryan not only met that goal, but went now 5 over, which is super spectacular. Thank all you guys for helping Ryan out. That was awesome. Nation, by the way, is 32 members strong at this moment and growing. Really happy how fast. It may sound small compared to all the times I mentioned. You know, it sounds like we're only growing by 2, 3, or sometimes nobody. But it's good because a slow build means it gives everybody enough time to get to know each other before somebody new comes on board, which is amazing and great. So anyway, other than that, what else do we have planned? Episode 2 of the Dark Avenger podcast is coming this week. I believe it should be out by Thursday-ish. I am working on some other exclusive audio ideas for SoundCloud to give you guys something extra for SoundCloud. I've been mentioning this. I'm still working on it, though. I really am not sure. It might start in April just because I want to make sure it's something good. I don't want to just throw out like random cast that eventually will get canceled. I want to make sure that it's something that would stick. Also, there is a bit of news. Michael and I will be taking over Hit Points for Zone 4, and we're probably going to be starting, we're definitely going to be starting in April. The reason for that as well. Keep an eye on Zone 4 podcast to find out why about that. Trying to remember. Not only now is the Dark Avenger podcast line on SoundCloud and iTunes, but we are now proud members of Stitcher as well. We made it. We are on Stitcher. There's only one other place I'd like to try for. And, again, it's something that it might take a little while. This other place will take a little while before I get a yes or no. So we'll have to wait and see. And, yeah, so other than that, there's really not much this week. We have a nice amount of comics. I'm actually legitimately very excited for a lot of the books that are coming out in the next couple of weeks. I really feel like I'm getting back into the swing of comic books again. It doesn't feel like just big events anymore, and I think that's really because I'm really bowing out of the newer events that are coming out from Marvel, and DC's Rebirth isn't happening till around June, so I have time now to just relax and take in just regular series, and it's just making my enjoyment of reading, and that's what you guys got to do. When it comes to reading comic books, you got to find your zen. If you can't deal with an event, skip it. Or read it in your spare time. Buy it, put it on the side, read it when you can, and stick to what you like. That's probably what we're going to do with Civil War 2. We're going to buy it and read it on our own time. As far as Pleasantville, what's going on with all the Avenger books, that is something I'm completely and utterly sitting out. Period. Anything else other than that? No, expect other videos as always. I try to give you guys at least a video a day now from this channel. So, we also did the Division this week. It's still in 3 parts. I'm going to get all 3 parts off maybe tomorrow. Mike remembered. And I'll edit it together and maybe it'll be up. So you guys will be seeing the Division live again. Well, not live. It'll be called the First Look and Impression Division. It'll be the full video. It'll probably go up, I'd like to say, on Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. It'll be up maybe Tuesday morning. And it'll be all 3 parts put together in one part, so you don't have to jump from one to the other video. I don't like that. I mean, I understand you guys, probably already saw it. For those of you that saw it, great, but I want to try to put it together in one video like it's meant to be instead of having 3 videos. It takes up 3 slots, and it doesn't need to do that. Granted, we have unlimited space on YouTube, but I don't want to. I'd rather it be just one video. It works better that way. I will be live streaming more. There's still Broforce. There's still, I want to do more of the Division. There will be walkthroughs popping up. I will either be live streaming the walkthroughs on Twitch, which I won't be answering comments. and those will be going up on Frontline Gaming Zone. Or I might just be streaming straight to Frontline Gaming Zone. I want to test out the stream again, though, because it cut out on me with the Division last time, so I might do another test run on the Division for about, I think it conked out at 3 hours, so I want to see if I meet that 3 hour mark, if it conks out again. And if not, then we'll be good to go 100%. And then I'm also got to test out the Xbox at some point. So that's the news. Let's get into what you guys are hearing, and that is the comic books. Starting with the digital, we've got Voltron From the Ashes. This is issue 6. It's the final issue of From the Ashes.
Hold on, I think I'm zoomed in once.
Are you?
Yeah, there we go.
Does it ruin the video, though?
No.
You good? Okay.
Yeah, you good.
So, From the Ashes, number 6. Last issue, really looking forward to it. From Titan Comics, we have Samurai, The Isle with No Name, issue number 1. I'm going to be trying this out. The artwork in the book looks really nice. I'm putting this out there, not promising anything. G.I. Joe Real American Hero. This is issue number 226. It is Cobra Nation Part 1. Might get an honorable mention. Let's see if I have time to read it fully before the comic review. If not, I'll mention what I've read so far. I've been reading G.I. Joe Real American Hero in my spare time and, for fun, not really for reviews. But G.I. Joe Real American Hero has been a really good book, and I want to get into that. I'll talk about the other thing that's going on with IDW in a moment. We've got Escape from New York, issue number 15. It's Mike's book. Ninjak, issue number 13. We have moved to a digital format with Ninjak. So, from here henceforth, it'll be digital. We got Savage Dragon, 213 or 12? 212. That's another one of Michael's books. Van Helsing versus Dracula, the grand finale, issue 5 of 5. And also from Zenoscope, we've got Wonderland, issue number 45. Alright, okay. From IDW, we have Deviations, The X-Files. Now, for this month, every year, IDW does something. Usually it's a crossover series. I guess this year, or at least for right now, the year is still early. Maybe there will be a different crossover. They did Infestation, if you guys remember, a long time ago. Then they did Infestation 2, where they added other books. Deviations is a series. There's going to be one book a week for the next 4 weeks. They didn't do one for the first week of March. But for every single week, for the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a Deviation book. And this week was X-Files. And the deviation books basically are what-if stories. In this one, it's what if Fox got abducted. So, would things basically play out the same way, or would X-Files be completely different if Fox was abducted by aliens? I find that very interesting. Next week is going to be Transformers, what if Optimus Prime didn't die, which I'm really excited to read that. After that, I believe, is G.I. Joe, What If Cobra won? And then to conclude the entire month is TMNT, which that I will be getting a physical copy of. And if I like Transformers next week, I probably will have a physical copy in our pile for the following week. And I'm going to see if I'm going to get G.I. Joe as well. X-Files is a book that we kind of dropped. So Mike's going to be reading that digitally, but I'll be reviewing the rest of the line. No, actually, I'm wrong. Next week is Ghostbusters, not Transformers. Next week is Ghostbusters and Transformers. Ghostbusters, What If They Never Crossed the Streams, which that is also Michael's. Then Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be the other books that I'll be covering. I'm sorry, I forgot about Ghostbusters. So next week is Ghostbusters. Just check the file real quick, Michael, for next week. I believe it's Ghostbusters and Transformers.
I see Ghostbusters Deviation and, yes, Transformers
Okay,
Deviation.
so next week is Ghostbusters and Transformers, and if we like both books, we'll probably be getting physical copies. One little note, these are $5 books, but they are double-sized. So, again, maybe we'll keep them physical. If we like it, to show support, we'll get it physically. If not, then maybe we'll just get the trade paperback. There'll probably be a trade paperback of all the Deviations. Batman and Robin Eternal issue number 23. Only 3 more issues to go until the grand finale. I am loving this series, and I really am very curious to see what Dick's going to do to take Mother down once and for all, because you know it's going to come down to Dick. We've got Green Lantern Corps, Edge of Oblivion, issue number 3. Another mini-series. This is going to end probably in another 3 issues, but I'm really enjoying it for what it's worth. Black Knight, issue number 5, the grand finale, and to be honest, after reading the last 2 issues, I think this is definitely something. I know that they said they had more, but in the end, I think issue 5 is where it should stop. We got Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 6. Loving Guardians of the Galaxy. It's one of my favorite series coming out of All New, All Different Marvel right now, even though it's not all new or all different. Mockingbird, issue number 1. I'm going to be trying this one because it looks interesting. I saw some artwork inside the book, and I really wanted to give it a shot. We got Spider-Gwen, issue number 6. This one continues with Spider-Gwen again. If I'm not held with this book, I'll probably end up putting this on my reading in my spare time. I'm going to be trying out The Haunted Mansion as well, issue number 1. This is the next Disney/Marvel installment. And then we've got the Infinity Entity, issue number 1. I wasn't planning on reading this, but I figured, what the heck, I saw it, why not? I looked on the inside, the artwork looked really nice, so I figured I'd give it a try. We've got Red Hood and Arsenal, issue number 12. And if there is Red Hood and Arsenal, that also means there's Starfire, and I believe this is this is issue number 10. Red Hood and Arsenal 10. Is issue 10, and this is also issue 10, which is Starfire. Both books are Michael's. We got Red Wolf, issue number 4, another book that's Michael's. We got Spider-Man Deadpool, issue number 3. This book's going to be interesting. I enjoyed reading issue 2, and that's all we have for the digital. Now we get into the physicals. Now again, guys, this is the week of variants. And let's get the 2 normal ones, which are right here, out of the way first. Last issue, because it says the end at the end of this book, and I did a little checky to make sure. But we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Color Classics, Volume 3, issue number 15. I don't know if we'll be getting a Volume 4, maybe, with all the extra stories that weren't part of the main line. But to my knowledge, this is the last Color Classics book we will be getting. Speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though, we've got Batman TMNT issue number 4 of, I believe, of 6. Yes, so there's 2 more issues to go. 2 more months to go. Man, I'm loving this crossover. It's a real enjoyment, and every time I see it, I get excited. So those are the main covers, right? This wasn't a variant. I want to make sure I didn't get a variant of it. No, it's the regular cover. Everything else here is variant covered. First, we've got Spider-Man 2099, issue number 8. This is a story thus far cover. This recaps everything that's been going on with Spidey 2099 since issue number 1. I really like this cover, so I figured I'd grab this one instead of the regular. We've got, I love Alex Ross's artwork, but I could not pass up this Women of Power variant cover for Amazing Spider-Man issue number 9 because it's Black Cat and it looks freaking amazing. So I did grab that one for Amazing Spider-Man this month, or this issue. Next time we go back to Alex Ross. Also, I got another Woman Power variant for All New Wolverine issue number 6. Which I like the artwork on this cover a lot, so. The next 2 books are from Superman, and they are polybagged. Everything this month for Batman and Superman, or Batman family, or Superman family related, you get a polybag. And inside the polybag, you can get a full sketch cover. You can get a half-colored cover, whether it be on Superman's side or Batman's side. You can get a fully colored cover. They are variant covers with Superman versus Batman on it. And I don't know if they do the inked one for this. But anyway, they are smart. In this polybag, the comic was between 2 cardboards. So you can't, even if you put it up to the light, you would not know what you're getting inside of here. Very smart, DC. Personally, I don't care what I get. I just got the polybags. The only polybag one we didn't get this week was Detective Comics 50. We don't read Detective Comics. It's $5 because it's an issue 50. So I let it slide, just like I'll probably let Batgirl and a few others slide. But anyway, this is Batman, Superman. This is issue number 30. And for this cover, I got a half variant. I got a colored Superman and a sketched or a black and white Batman. Which I like this cover. It's a really nice cover. So I like this. Unless I'm wrong, and if it's a Superman comic, Superman's colored, and then if it's a Batman comic, the Batman's colored. I don't know how they're working it. I don't care. I'm just telling you how I see it. And then finally, we've got Action Comics, issue number 50. And this one is a fully colored cover. Fully colored. Batman and Superman are fully colored. But this cover is nice. It's a nice cover. I like it with the Kryptonite ring. Unfortunately, all the covers have New 52 Superman. What can you do? I guess that's the way it's going to go with these variants. And then finally this week, the hardcovers for Dark Knight 3, The Master Race came out. So we've got issue number 3. I've already reviewed this. I won't be reviewing it again, but I don't buy the regular comic physically. I wait the extra 2 weeks because after the issue comes out 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later, the hardcover comes out. So when issue 4 comes out, I'll be reviewing it digitally and then getting the hardcover 2 weeks later. It is $12.99 unless you pre-order it in advance, and then you get a discount. In the end, all 8 of these variants are going to make a really cool picture. When I get the 8th one, there will be I'll be adding a little special to the end of the haul, and I'll be probably I'm leaving all of them in their plastics for now, but the 8th book comes with a box that you open up and you stick all of the comics into. So either I'll do it on the haul video or I'll do it in another video, but I will definitely be covering it. And I like the picture they chose for the back of this book, which is Superman in the ice, and it says, "Get up, Kansas! Wallowing time is over," because this was a great book. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not too sure how I feel about Batman with a machine gun, because Batman doesn't do guns, but then again, in the Dark Knight universe, nothing will surprise you, trust me. I would like to get the Dark Knight second round, because I hear I want to know the reason behind why Superman's in the ice, but I guess that's a tale for another day, not today. So this is my little extra in comics for this week. And that's it for this week's haul. So guys, hopefully we'll have the review up in a couple of days. We have a lot of digital as compared to how many physical we have. We have a lot of digital. And tomorrow's Sunday. We have a few things we have planned for Sunday to record. And then Monday probably will be a heavy read day. So we'll see what happens. But until then, the review should be earlier this week than it was last week. I don't think we'll push too far. A little reminder also, this Friday we will be doing a live viewing of the first 2 episodes of Daredevil for Dark Avenger live. So if you have Netflix and you'd like to watch along with us, we're going to be doing episode 1 and 2 of season 2 of Daredevil. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super excited. I'm actually going to be playing catch-up this entire week with season 1 of Daredevil. So I'll be caught up to where we're at now. I thought I had more time. I guess I was wrong. So I'm going to be binge watching a lot, or speeding through a lot of episodes. Anyway, till next time, everybody. Links in the description. Feel free to comment below your thoughts on anything that was shown here. Any recommendations you guys would like to make. They're always welcome. And until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon in the next video.